Just like we added organizations and groups, we can also add roles to our model. These roles can have users assigned to them and can be assigned themselves to permissions within our model. Let's introduce custom roles into our authorization model. And you might be thinking, I've already got organizations, I've already got groups. Do I actually need another level of abstraction, need another level of hierarchy? And the answer is you may not, you might, depends. But the reality is a lot of companies are quite complex. And just because you're part of the engineering organization, for example, doesn't mean that you have the same role as some of your colleagues. It doesn't mean that you should have the same access rights as some of your colleagues. For example, in the engineering organization, you might have engineers, you might have product managers, you might have project managers, you might have architects, you might have DevOps, and all of those are different roles which could have different permissions within your systems. So let's add another type to our model. We'll call it role, and a role has one relation, which is an assignee. And again, an assignee is a directly defined user or a member or members from a defined group that we can assign to the role as well. And then in our organization, we can add some permissions. For example, can create document, can create admin. So we can look on the organization level for users that have the permission to create new documents or to add new admins to our organization. So the can create document relation is either an assignee of a role or an admin, of course, because an admin should be able to do that. And the same thing is true for can add admin. It's either an assignee of a certain role or an admin of our organization. So then when we add some new tuples, first we add the user Omar, which is an assignee of the role Acme Organization Manager. So they're going to be a manager of the Acme organization. And the user edit is going to be a content editor of that Acme organization. So both have different roles, even though those roles might be related to the Acme organization. They're different roles and they are assigned to those roles. Then we say that the role Acme Organization Manager, all of their assignees should have the can add admin for the Acme organization, and the Acme Content Editor, all of their assignees, all the assignees of that role should be able to create a document within the organization as well. And when we test that, you'll find that the user Omar, should be able to add an admin for the Acme organization, but not create a document, and the other way around for user edit. They should not be able to add an admin, but they should be able to create a document because they have the role content editor for the Acme organization, and the role content editor, all of their assignees should have the can create document. So Omar can add admins and edit can create documents. Let's run our tests to make sure that our model is still working as we expected. FGA model test, and we'll pass along the file with our tests. Step 8, custom roles. All tests are passing and all checks are passing as well. So great, our model does what we needed to do.